gosh, man. If you're not in Riot, if you're not in crypto miners at all, I'm telling you right now, you need to just stop. You need to just stop what you're doing. All right. You need to just stop what you're doing if you're not in crypto miners. But anyways, let's take a look at what the Qs is doing. Um, let's take a look at what the Qs is doing, and then we'll go into crypto miners, etc. Um, I think TikTok has me shadow banned, but that's okay. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and that's just how it's gonna end up going. But uh, if we look at the Qs, the price target that we have is to 550. Okay, now we knew it was gonna end up holding all of these levels that you see right here. I mean, it's literally bouncing up perfectly, etc. Like, to me, the Qs isn't even what I would be paying attention to now. Now, of course, you probably want to see where it's going, where it's headed, and it's headed up. Okay, but the opportunity right now lies in the euphorium, the small caps, the low cap stocks. Okay, and the reason I'm saying that is we're not even gonna look at the Qs. Okay, we look at the Qs all the time. The price targets have always hit. I think it's gonna get to 550. Okay, what I want to focus on, and what you guys all need to focus on, if you want to end up making a lot of money right now, all the money was made on the Qs and SPY. These past 2 years. We were super bullish. Everybody, come on now, we called that to the T. Now, what I believe the focus needs to be on is IWM or small caps. Okay, this is just the small cap ETF. So if IWM is gonna go up, you best believe a lot of small caps are gonna go up. That's gonna include SMCI, or the Teslas, the crypto miners, etc. The euphoric stocks, the stocks where you see go from $20 to $200, or just random stuff like that. Okay, so IWM. If you look at first of all, anytime you see this right here, where it's like a uptrending inverse head and shoulders, whatever this is, you need to start turning super bullish. Whatever this is called, I don't know what it's called. To be honest, to be fair, I really don't care. I really don't care what this is called. I just know what it looks like. And anytime I see this ends up being very, very, very bullish. Now, it's holding above 210, and it looks like it's about to break out literally like right now, okay? Probably like this week or next week, or who knows. But it's going to end up breaking out. And the price target and it hasn't even reached all-time highs. You see the Qs going all-time highs. You see SPY going all-time highs. Do you not think IWM is going to end up going to all-time highs? It always does when the Qs and SPY go to all-time highs, okay? This always does. So this is the opportunity that you want to be looking for, because if you're still looking at Apple, if you're still looking at Microsoft, yeah, you can make some good money, but you want to make some great. If you want to make some great money, you want to pay attention to this right here, okay? The price target that I have is to 280, which would just be the top of this trend that you see right here. Now, this is messy, this is ugly, but stick with me, okay? Stick with me. It's in this humongous channel. The price target minimum is going to go to 280 plus, okay? And that's going to end up bringing up a whole plethora of stocks, okay? You're going to see plenty of stocks going up when you see IWM go up. Like somebody told me look at OKTA like not too long ago, and it's a small cap. So what do you think small caps are going to end up doing? I mean, and it's about to start uptrending, okay? Put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at. Put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at. But like I said, IWM, this thing's getting ready to explode. It's literally consolidating now above 225, which you haven't seen. Let me just delete all this. I'm going to add it back. But this is why this is important right here. You haven't seen IWM consolidate above 225 since the last time it dropped below 225, which was the all-time high it made back in 2021. Okay? This is very important. It's now above 225. It's consolidating above 225. Now, could you get another little brief pullback? I sure hope so. So you can end up getting an amazing entry yet again. So hopefully you get another pullback, but it is consolidating above 225, as you see here with the 2 daily closes. I mean, it's literally just been it rejected it back in July. It rejected it again back in September. This is three rejections that you're seeing. So therefore, the breakout that you're about to see is going to be huge. IWM is getting a 280. This is not the time for you to be bearish, okay? Especially on small caps. All right? Anyways, let's move on. Microsoft. We talking about Microsoft. All right, we'll look at Microsoft. But I'm telling you, man, look. And Microsoft actually looks good, but, you know. And the funny thing is we called this entire move. I mean, this is probably one of the easiest moves you could have caught. If you look at the weekly chart on Microsoft, what you really want to see is this starting to hold above 420, okay? The reason I'm saying 420 and why I wouldn't, like, inside of this chop is just not the area that you want to pay attention to. It's not even the area that I would mess with. Inside of this chop is just ugly. Okay? You want to wait for this to start trading above 420, because what happens above 420, you start getting a lot of big moves, like you saw right here. When it got above 420, it went all the way to 440. When it broke below 420, it went all the way down to almost 400. I mean, this is where 420 is where it needs to start holding above. That's where I'd be way more confident in trading calls. But you best believe, like, this is bullish. Come on now. We can look at the weekly, and the weekly is trying to curl upwards. Okay? It's trying to curl upwards. You might even see a big green candle next week. Who knows? Okay? But I'm telling you, Microsoft, it looks like it goes higher. Okay? And this is even forming. This is even what you want to see. Like, it's not even forming lower lows, okay? It's not going down here and going, it's not doing that, okay? So you have it in this nice channel where it is making higher lows, it's making higher highs. So you best believe once this starts breaking above 420, like around here, 423, 420, that's where it's gonna start taking off, okay? Now TikTok has me shadow banned. So we're not getting as many comments, but hey, we're still gonna rock it out. We're still gonna rock it out because the YouTube video is gonna get posted, and you know people like the YouTube anyways. So yeah, that's what I think about Microsoft. Is it the best play in the market? No, like I said, small caps, I think you'll get a lot more opportunity, but as soon as it starts breaking above, like, look at this. This is where it keeps rejecting. It keeps rejecting in the area that you see right here. And now you're just getting some consolidation. So I would want to see it break above this area. What's your small cap, Jim? Look, if you guys aren't paying attention to crypto miners, I don't even want to spend too much time on crypto miners, because if you go to the Twitter, you're able to see, like, okay, yeah, that's what I think about crypto miners. I think crypto miners are going to end up making you rich. Okay? I think this is like, if I had a play for 2020, 2024, 2025, I actually think the bull run ends in like Q1 2025. So, you know, I don't think we have much longer in the bull market, but I do know crypto miners will run a lot higher. If I had one play, like I gave you guys, remember when I gave you guys MSTR at like $20? The OGs know. I gave you MSTR like literally down here last year in like February, and then I made a TikTok about it like right here at $40, because I was like, yeah, this is about to go. Let me make an actual video. And now you see it all the way at 216. And I always had and when it was down here, I was telling you the price target is to 300. It's literally about to go to 300. I'm telling you again, Riot, look, Riot is about to go insane. And this isn't even like the first time I've caught a move like this. We caught a move like this back in 2020, 2021, way back here when it had that second run. I didn't catch this one, but I caught this one because of the same thing I'm telling you right now. Crypto miners and crypto is heating up. Bitcoin is about to go make its move to 100K. And this is sitting in a huge, you can call this a huge flag, a huge consolidation, a huge accumulation, a huge move is about to happen right here. And I just can't be bullish enough on something like this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not wrong often. Especially when I'm calling something out like this. Look, man, if you're in Mara, if you're in Riot, all you have to do is make sure you're getting a lot of time or just buying shares and just being patient. So you ask me what my small cap play of the day is? Easily, it's the crypto miners. Easily. We could look at all these charts and easily. All right. Price targets is sitting at $10 right now, $9.86, whatever. Yeah, $9.86. This can easily make its way back to, okay, the last all-time high was $80. I'm being generous, or not generous. I'm being conservative, and I'm gonna say the price target is to 100 plus. Okay, that's conservative. So that's a 10x. And if you're dealing with options, you could buy $1,000. Look, man. If you're in the Discord, you already know what we got into. I think those are gonna absolutely go crazy. All right, it's happening now. It's happening now. The market has a quota to meet. All right, the market has a quota to meet. The time is ticking. The recession is happening. We have to meet these price targets. If I have Mara, but it's been a long haul and they dilute often. That was the same story back here, or back. They always say that. I'm telling you, trust the process. Have some conviction, have some faith, man, because Riot, crypto miners in general, they're gonna end up. If you want to turn a little into a lot, you would start messing with crypto miners. You would start messing with Riot. You would start messing with Mara. I mean, if some of you guys saw Coinbase, you would start messing with Coinbase. Okay? You would start messing with Coinbase. Remember, I called Coinbase. I called it out in the Discord. Those contracts went 3,000%. And I'm telling you, Riot is going to end up doing the exact same thing, okay? This is the tweet I posted. If you don't like money, don't look at coin. And we went live last weekend on Saturday. And I said, if you don't like money, don't get into coin. And this was back when it was 176. If you're in the Discord, we were inside of calls when that was posted. And it went up $50. It went up $50. It's at 220. And the move isn't done. Okay? This is gonna end up probably getting to like 400. And Riot, crypto miners are gonna do the same thing. So that's my whole thing. If you hear me rambling about something for so long, I sat here and rambled about crypto miners for so long, you best believe I think there's something there, okay? I don't just sit here and talk to you about something for that long and not actually believe it, okay? I mean, we did it. We proved. Man, come on, man. If you don't trust me, if you don't have a little bit of belief in me at this point, look, man, you're lost. No, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move on. Put in the comments what stocks you want to look at. If I said anything about Riot, Mara, CLSK is the same thing. Although I think that one and BT will probably not move as well, but who knows? Like, all I know is Riot. I like Riot. I like Mara, and MSTR. Those are the three that I've seen in previous runs that I've gotten into. I haven't really dived into CLSK much, and we're not gonna look at drug, man. No, but this is what I'm talking about. This is the small cap stuff I'm talking about. Okay, we're not gonna look at this. This is gonna end up getting a zero. I don't even like messing with biotechs. Biotechs are garbage, but this is the euphorium I'm talking about. Okay, this is the euphorium I'm talking about right here, where you have stuff going up $25 in a day, or it was literally at $78 from $1. This is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about euphoria, when I'm talking about small caps are going to end up getting a huge move, that is what I'm talking about, okay? You don't look at lore. You know what's funny? I kind of do want to look at lore. Bro, look, we're going to take a little brief segment on meme coins just because we have so few people in here, and because I think there's tremendous opportunity in that as well. Some of you guys, look, man, we're in a euphoric period. I will never talk about this Yeah, I didn't talk about this, 2 years ago. I was so bullish, but I didn't talk about this. I was talking about bigger stock because those were the things that were going to end up getting you money quick. It wasn't the meme coin time. It wasn't the small cap time. But right now, I'm telling you, this meme coins and small caps is their time. Okay? Somebody said lore. We called out lore. This is a meme coin. Okay? If you're in crypto, you probably need to go to meme coins. Okay? You can mess with utility or whatever the fake tech, whatever you want to do over there, that's fine. But I'm telling you, meme coins will ultimately end up outperforming literally probably all of that in a day. They move fast, is what I'm saying. But we called out lore at like 150K, 160K. It was actually like right here, okay? It was like somewhere around here. I don't know. So the thing you should be doing with meme coins, when I call it out in the Discord, not the I need to make a crypto channel because some of the stuff I day trade, some of the stuff I just scout. But lore, I would actually hold for a while. Okay, this is a long-term play. In meme coins, there's blue chip meme coins, believe it or not. We'll go over DraftKings, we'll look at MSTR, etc. Okay, but there's blue chip meme coins. If you're looking at, you actually probably need to be in this too. You like put $100 in this, put $100 in the lore and see what it does. And like, I guarantee, I'm not gonna guarantee, but it's probably gonna be like 1,000. You put $100, it'll probably be like you probably have $1,000 in like through a month when Bitcoin and everything heats up. Because if you look at this chart, this is ready to go crazy. Okay, meme coins, you buy it and hold it, bro. Hold this, man. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Okay. Don't sell it. This is actually hilarious. I don't know why I'm looking at meme coins, but we're just gonna look at it for a few seconds because I think this is just as important. We talked about small caps. We talked about IWM. We talked about how euphoric it's going to get. And this is what I mean. You're going to see stupid things. Stupid things having crazy price targets because that's the kind of market you're in right now. Right now, a lot of people think this is going to happen it's going to happen in one day. No, like the euphoria is building up. It's a build up. We're building up. You see, this is a meme coin. This thing was at 1 million, and now it's at 571 million in 5 months. That's a 570x. That's $1,000 turned into $570,000 in the span of 4 months. Okay, so that's what I mean. And if you find them early, the better. So lore, like I said, I would just hold some of these. I would literally just buy it. I'd forget about it. You don't trade. You don't trade this stuff. Anyways, let's move on. Let's look at Nvidia. Put in the comments what stocks you want to look at. Like I said, TikTok shadow banned me, and there's still 21 people in here. I appreciate you guys, man. This is fun. So this is fun. And I bet you if I restart the live stream, it'll actually give me it'll fix it. But look, man. Either you saw the live or you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Either you were on TikTok and you saw WOM light up for the live, or you didn't. But if you look at Nvidia, first of all, we'll look at TQQQ, we'll look at Pepsi. If you look at Nvidia, this isn't something that I mess with inside of this range. Okay, there's so many stocks in the market to where you don't have to get into Nvidia. Okay, you could be patient enough to not get into Nvidia. Okay, so if I'm looking at Nvidia right here, this isn't an area that I even would like to get into it. Inside of this 133 to 139 area, especially when it's at right here 139, I wouldn't even think about getting into calls right here until you see it actually break above and start consolidating above 139, because then it's ready for its next move to the upside. So I wouldn't touch it until it does that. I wouldn't get calls till it does that. Or I would wait and get calls at around 133, and that's probably actually the better move that you should wait for, because you don't want to get you don't want to mess with stuff at terrible. You don't want to try to buy resistances. You often want to try to buy the bounces. I would wait for 133. I think this goes much higher. I mean, it is gonna end up going much higher. But yeah, I would just wait. And exactly, like it's a $3 trillion market cap. There's not much room for it to really pop. Although it will get a pop, this will probably end up getting like $200. I'm just be honest with you. This will probably end up getting yeah, at least once. I'm gonna be at least 160. It's at least it's gonna continue to go up. Okay, the big cap stocks that you see, they're gonna continue to move to the upside. What I think is a much more important opinion is that this is going to end up probably being the best stock to actually short when the market does, when we end up going into a recession, which is inevitable, by the way. It's inevitable. So this is going to end up being the best stock to short. We'll talk about that when it's time. But if you look at this is going to end up making a whole lot of money on the put side. We can look at stocks from a bunch of occasions, years ago. The same chart, it looked the same thing, same chart, same everything, and ended up doing, what do they say? They come down just as quick, or they rise as fast as they fall. I don't know, but yeah, Nvidia's gonna go much higher. Those are the points that I made about it are those are the points that I made about it. I think that's what I'd be looking for, bro. And like I said, man, this is the most accurate analysis on the market. If you look at my previous videos, you can look at them, and I guarantee you about 85 to 90% of it ended up happening. Anyways, let's move on. We're going to look at Pepsi, and then we'll look at TQQQ. But the TQQQ is just the same thing with the Qs. I mean, I think you just put us on, bro. I think you just put us out. I like it. I might like this one for this week. Yeah. I've been paying attention to Pepsi too. Yeah. I'm paying attention to Pepsi. I like it because what's going to end up happening with these dividend stocks, and what usually happens anyways, they just make their move. They just continue to go to all-time highs. This is probably an easy stock you get into calls for. I don't see much TA wise, to be honest with you, but I do know if it could continue to hold above 175, I would get calls. But again, this is, it's nice, but it chops a lot right here. You need to break above 176. All right. I like it just because like this is probably an easier play in the market, but you probably need to buy time on it. And yeah, it consolidates a lot. Like, look how long it's been in this area. But I will tell you, this if you were looking for this to finally break out, this is it'll probably break out right here. And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, I would have loved to get it. This is why you need to learn the fibs. Like, you could have got it last week at like literally the perfect buying. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know anymore because I know it's gonna break out. Look, we know this is gonna end up breaking out, but you gotta learn the fibs because you're able to get better entries. Like, this isn't even an entry that, I mean, it literally, I would have loved to get it right here. It literally bounced up $10, and now I'm getting it. I'm buying someone's 1,000% contract. I don't know, but I like it. I like calls for it, but not the best entry. Let's be honest with you. So I take back what I said. You didn't put us on. I mean, it looked good. It looks good, but I'm gonna reserve you. You didn't quite put us on. It looked good though. Okay, Target. Look, just like I like crypto. I like crypto miners a lot more, but we've been talking about Target, and Target is about to go. Okay, Target is literally about to go. We'll look at Tesla. We'll look at TQQ. I actually got to look at TQQ first. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Q's gonna end up going to the upside. This would probably end up going, but like I said, I don't. You need this to start holding above $75. You're getting to the point where it's trying to curl down now. Like it's not, it's giving you not that much momentum up here. Okay, this is probably I don't know, but I think there's better plays out there besides this one. But I do think it goes up. Depends on how much time you have on your contract. If you're looking at next week, I don't know. Like I wouldn't dabble in stuff like that. I think there's always a better play out there, one that is more, looks a lot better than this. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into a play that looks absolutely amazing. We'll look at Tesla. Look, there's easy bread plays in the market, and then there's plays where it's kind of like it's iffy. You want to lean towards the plays that are like, oh yeah, this looks the best. This looks like it's gonna end up going up. Messing with the plays that are like I don't know. They're gonna end up chopping you out. They're gonna end up not going by what they're not gonna go by the market's rules. They're just gonna sit there, do dumb stuff, and you're gonna end up mad. But if you sit here and mess with stuff like crypto miners, you sit in here and mess with stuff like Target, you sit in here and mess with the plays where it's like, oh my, like yo, find the plays that make you do that, you're gonna end up doing very well. Too many times, and I'm saying that because too many times I see people, I'm trying to trade Nvidia. Well, why? Because it's the biggest stock on the market. All right, cool, man. If that's what you're trying to do, but if you're trying to make money, like you want to focus on setups that are like, dang, like, yeah, that's fire. Because so many times I've had plays go up. Like we saw Disney have a crazy week. We saw Disney make us so much money. Even when the Qs went red for the day, Disney still did very well. All right, so Target, in my opinion, looks absolutely amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. I think Target is going to end up outperforming Nvidia, outperforming a lot of stocks you guys want to look at right now. Microsoft is going to end up outperforming it. Right now, I mean, obviously Microsoft has been outperforming it for the past 2 years, but right now, Target is going to outperform it in this brief little section that it has. It's breaking out from the flag that you see right here. And like I said, when you see this upwards moving inverse head and shoulders, like we just saw with IWM, this is like an upwards moving inverse head and shoulders. We're seeing this with IWM, like we literally just said this with IWM. It's like an upwards moving head and shoulders. This is why you need to stay on the charts. This is why you need to stay on the charts, because you're gonna end up finding stuff that looks exactly the same as the other thing, because price action is literally just human psychology played out over and over and over again. Okay, just think of these candles as people buying and selling. Like some of these people aren't even looking at a chart. I'm actually gonna bet you that a lot of these billionaires, they probably don't even look at the chart. They probably just buy it. They feel good one day, they buy it, sell it one day. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't even look at the chart. So these candles represent human psychology. That's why you see the same stuff happening over and over again. But this, pay attention to this. Take a screenshot, and then look at. Now IWM is a lot prettier, but look at Target on a daily time frame. So this is going to end up playing out probably quicker. You probably get some consolidation just to the upside. All right, price target is the 186 out of the flag, like we have right here. We've been paying attention to this one quite a lot. So yeah, I think it's the 186. Anticipating a bearish week for the Qs. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. But the dip will get bought. I hope it's kind of bearish. I'm gonna be honest. Like I really do hope we get some bearishness, just because I'm trying to get some better entries. It's that simple. I'm trying to get some better entries. Maybe we do fake out some of the people that are trying to get the little double top right here. You know, maybe we do. I have no idea. No idea. And to be honest, to be quite frank, I don't care what we do on a daily basis. A lot of you guys aren't traders, man. Stop trying. Look, man. Stop trying to be a trader when you can easily just sit here and build a position and fare way better. Look, man. Some of you guys aren't traders, man. Most of you guys are not traders, and that's not a bad thing. Swing traders and people who build positions make way more anyways. But it's boring. Like you literally buy something and you got to close out app. You got to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Yeah, it's boring. Probably got to find a lot of hobbies. You probably got to get some hobbies. But hey, like that's the beauty. That's the beauty. Like I think that shoot, beat sitting at a screen. I'm gonna tell you that. So many times, and I say this because so many times, and why I say you need to find hobbies because so many times I'll get into a play. I've seen it happen. I'll get into a play. 3 months out, it'll have 3-month expiration. It'll go down 20%, 30%, 40%. In that week, it'll just happen in that week. Somebody will sell it because they're screen watching too much. They'll sell it, even though they have 3 months on it. It happened in the first week. They'll sell it. They'll come back next month, and the position's up 100%, 200%, 250%. You understand? Stop looking at the screen if you got time on the contracts. Just stop. Just stop. But yeah, Target looks good. We got people joining, and TikTok shadow banned me. Like we'd have way more people in here if TikTok didn't shadow ban me. But I think we're getting a lot more done right now. We're finding some stuff now. I haven't found one that I'm like, oh yeah, that's fire. I haven't found one that's like, oh yeah, that's fire, and that's something that I'm gonna end up getting into. But you know, MU, yeah. MU looks good, but this isn't an entry that I like particularly. MU looks good. You know, chips are gonna end up going crazy, but I like picking my spots. This isn't a spot that I even like would get into calls for, just because. I mean, you're buying, you're hoping at this point you're gonna hope that it breaks out from this resistance, which you never want to bet your money on. Instead, you want to buy, you know, dips or, you know, stuff that dips down, has a red day. So that's why I'm like, okay, I don't mind if we have a red week this week, which I think is possible. Like we could have a red week. We could. Seeing a lot of stuff. We're seeing a lot of stuff at resistances. We're seeing a slowdown in the market. Like we just looked at TQQQ and it's literally looks like it's about to curl. It's not making higher highs. It's literally, you know, I don't know. And to be honest, who cares? I don't care what we're doing tomorrow. Why? Because I'm looking to buy some months out. I'm looking to get into some crypto miners anyways. So now that we're looking at this is why I like being on live for so long, because we're able to actually think and sit here and look at these charts and be like, oh shoot, we do this time and time. We do this time. We're about to rob the market. We're about to rob the market. Why? Because I think right now you have to look at stocks that don't really care. If you're looking to get into calls, me personally, I like getting into calls because if you get into calls, you're more often than not gonna end up being right. I like looking at the higher percentage. Okay, if you've been getting into calls for the past 2-3 years, you've been hitting it every single. You've been more right than wrong a lot of the time. So if you wanna right now, stocks that don't really care what the market is doing, don't really care what the Qs is doing, don't really care what SPY is doing, they just do what they do, is Disney, Target, Nike, retail stocks. First of all, we've known retail stocks are about to go crazy. If you look at Disney right now, this is a setup that looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully it gets a dip. I mean, we're already in calls. We're already making money. Hopefully it gets a dip though. But if you look at Disney, this has now had three days where it is closed above $96. Okay, and that's a very, very important level, because when it broke below $96, like you see here, it fell all the way down to $82. Right. When it broke above 96, it gapped all the way up to 123. Right here, went all the way and never got back above 96. It went all the way down to 9 or 78 right here. This is just a very important level. I mean, we could go back in history and just see. Okay, so now you're getting daily closes above $96. This Disney's ready to go. Disney is ready to go. And what I always tell you guys, man.
Oh man, we found it. We found it. We found it.
Yeah, we found it. We found it. We found it. Yeah, we look at the monthly, we looked at the weekly, we looked at the daily. If this continues to hold above $96, this thing is going to end up doing what Coinbase is doing. This thing is going to end up doing what the Hang Seng just did. Yeah. Yeah. I hope we get a dip. I really hope like we get a dip, because if not, I mean, man, this is just about to go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you hate money, hey. I said it. If you hate money, don't look at Disney. If you hate money, just don't look at it, man. Don't look at it. Because you're going to end up making some money and you hate it, okay? You're going to end up making some money and you hate money. If you hate money, don't look at Disney. We've seen the same setup for something like the Hang Seng, where we told you, we begged you. First of all, same thing for Coinbase. Same thing happened for Coinbase. Same thing happened for Coinbase. Same thing happened for the Hang Seng. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Just because I think it's that important. Yeah, I think it's that important. Yeah. Same thing happened for the Hang Seng. And now you see the Hang Seng way up here. Same thing. Look, man, it might be happening for Disney. It might be. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, because we love it. Love it. So we found a play. Like I said, right now is the time you want to be looking at stocks that don't really care what the market is doing, that have been underperforming. And right now, what I'm seeing is a trend with retail stocks. With some retail stocks. Nike. Yeah. Nike. Yeah. Yeah. So, love Nike. I especially love Disney. I especially love Target. We didn't look at Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. I especially love this Tesla weekly candle close. Usually what you end up seeing, I like Tesla this week. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I swear, we always start finding the bangers around like the 35 to 40 minute mark. Around like the 35 to 40 minute mark. We start getting into the swing of things. It just starts flowing. God is in the live stream. It just starts flowing. You're like, yeah, look at this one, little bro. Look at this one, little bro. Trust me. Look at this one, little bro. This one gonna hit. Yeah, this one looks good. And the reason I like Tesla is because usually when you see this two candle formation, we talk about it so much. You usually get like a nice little green candle. Now, will we get that? We'll have to see. This just gap down, massive consolidation, gap down. But what I do know is that I wouldn't even think about getting into puts anyways, because this is sitting like we just saw two confluences. We're seeing this in a buying area. We saw that candle formation I just showed you, right? Two confluences. We're seeing a huge. This is usually where it bounces at. I mean, this is where it bounced. This is where it bounced. Right here, and it went and it made that huge move. This is where it finally broke down and made that huge move down, right? I mean, this is a big level for it. This is where you get a move. Yeah, Tesla looks great. And Tesla's the leader of the small caps in general. Okay. I know Tesla's 705 billion, but Tesla moves with the small caps anyways. And what do we see with small caps? I mean, this is the bet. This is the way better setup than trying to catch some cues or whatever you're trying to catch with bigger cap stocks anyways. All right. So yeah. I'll be paying attention to that. Now I've been live for 40 minutes. I do think I'm about to head up out of here, unless you guys got some tickers. Unless you guys have some tickers, T-Doc, and I mean, it might. I mean, small caps are about to go crazy, so you might be onto something. This isn't a chart that I personally like. Now, I liked it when it was over here, but as soon as it started breaking down and defying everything that the market did in the past, but you know, it's a small cap. It could go crazy. ARM. Yeah, like it. For ARM, this will probably be a really good short if it closes below 152. I don't. We've seen the same kind of setup for all semiconductors. We saw it for MU. We saw it for Nvidia. They're kind of making these lower highs, which you never like to see. Okay, so if I was looking at ARM, it has to, this is the bounce area that it's trying to bounce from. Now it looks like it's trying to show weakness. Maybe we'll have to see, but I don't like it. I would actually like the short below 152. I'm gonna just be honest. If I was day trading, okay, which I don't really personally do. I don't care to day trade that much. But I'm saying that because I want to get if I'm looking at something, I want to get into calls for it, and I think you're probably gonna end up getting a better entry for calls. Okay, if I wanted to get into ARM, I'd at least want it at 145. I'd at least want it at 145 minimum. Okay, minimum. And if it gets to 145, that'll be the perfect retest of the high that it made over here, and you even get that'd be a good entry. But I don't really like the lower highs that it's making on an hourly time frame. That actually tells me that there's weakness, and there might be some sort of fall on that. I don't know. Yeah, so I like puts. But again, like, this isn't a setup. If I'm looking at stocks, I'm looking for the setups that are like, oh yeah, this is gonna hit. This is easy. I'm not looking for the setups where I'm 50-50. Like, I don't, and like, yeah, could do that. For something like that, I'm just looking for a good entry. Like, if I'm looking at this, I don't like calls for it. I don't like puts for it. So I'm gonna just look for a good entry. Like, and this isn't a good entry. A good entry would be around 145 for calls. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon is a stock that I love. Okay, retail stocks are about to come. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm gonna just leave this here. This is a little gem. Okay, if you're not paying attention, pay attention. This is a gem. All right, so for the FANG stocks, you saw Meta go crazy. Okay, Meta is going stupid. It broke all-time highs. This was all-time highs. The previous all-time highs. It broke it, went crazy. Apple, that's the next one. Apple broke all-time highs, went absolutely crazy. Okay, Google, which is Alphabet. Or no, my bad. Amazon. But we'll look at Google real quick. Google, it broke all-time highs, went crazy. Amazon and Netflix are the only FANG stocks that haven't broke all-time highs and went crazy. Why? Why is that? Why is that, you guys? Why is Amazon and Netflix? Why haven't they broke all-time highs? Why haven't they went as crazy as Netflix or Google and the tech stocks? Because these are retail stocks. These are consumer stocks. And what you're seeing right now is consumer stocks about to go crazy. You're already seeing it with Netflix. You're about to see it happen with Amazon. Okay, Amazon has a price target to 201. I actually really like Amazon heading into next week. It's making higher lows and it's making higher highs in this little channel that you see right here. Okay, so it looks good for calls. It looks really good. Okay, price target to 201. I think it actually breaks out of there. My price target is like all the way to like 250 on something like Amazon. If you look at Netflix, this is another retail consumer type stock. And what do you see? This thing's up $76 for the day. It's up $76 for the day, okay? So retail and consumer stocks. That's why Target looks good. That's why Disney looks good. All right? That's why those stocks look way better than a lot of the other stocks. This is a consumer stock. This is a retail stock. This is tech is kind of, is it going to go up? Sure. Is it going to make a crazier move than a lot of these retail stocks and small caps? Hell no. No. So, would I rather pay attention to retail stocks or tech stocks? I'd rather pay attention to retail because it is now their turn. Retail, crypto miners, yada yada yada. It's their turn. This is basically think of this time that we're in right now as like a second chance if you missed the first 2 years of this huge run. This is like your second chance, and this is the chance that doesn't last as long as the first chance, but this is the chance that absolutely goes, like, this is the euphoric time. Like, this is the time where it goes up stupidly crazy. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Thank you guys all for tuning in. TikTok shadow banned me. We didn't have as many people in here, but we still had a good turnout. Like, I appreciate all you guys for even clicking on the video. This shows like, okay, like y'all mess with me, and I would mess with me too if I was getting good information. That didn't really make sense. I would mess with me too if I was getting good information. Nah, that made sense. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna try to go live maybe some other day, we'll see, but anyways, I'm out. Peace.